Hi everyone, Ms. Favela here, and today we're going to talk about converting fractions into decimals. So before we get started, go ahead and open up your notebook and get it set up. You want to make sure that you put the title nice and big, so when you're referring back into your notes, you can find this page easy, and also write down these 3 examples. You can pause the video now and get that done. Okay, so you may be wondering, how do we convert a fraction into a decimal? The simplest answer would be we divide. Yes, my friends, that is how we do it. We divide, we use long division. Oh, love long division. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first example here that we're going to use to demonstrate converting a fraction into a decimal is 1/2. So I need to rewrite my problem in that long division format. So I'm wondering, well, how many times does 2 go into 1? Well, the best answer would be it goes into 1 0 times. Okay, so but that doesn't really help us turn this fraction into a decimal. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a 10th. Okay, so I'm going to add that 10th, but I want to make sure I remember it's a 10th. So I'm going to go ahead and add my decimal right there. Now, how many times does 2 go into 10? Well, 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 minus 10 is 0. I have no more remainders, so I know that my answer is 1/2 is equivalent to 0.5. Okay, let's take another look at an example. I have 3/4. I need to rewrite it in that long division format. So I'm wondering, how many times does 4, or let me line this up, sorry, my friends. How many times does 4 go into 3? Well, again, I know that 4 does not go into 3 anytime. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 0 and my decimal right away because I know I need to add a 10th here. I'm going to add my 10th. Okay, how many times does 4 go into 30? Well, 4 goes into 37 times because I know 4 times 7 is 28. So 30 minus 28 is 2. All right, well, I still have a remainder here, so I'm going to go ahead and add my 100th. Okay, I'm going to bring that down. So how many times does 4 go into 20? Well, I know that 4 goes into 25 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. I have no remainders, so therefore I know that my answer is 0.75 or 75 hundredths. That is equivalent to the fraction 3/4. All right, let's look at this last problem here. Again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide. I'm going to say, well, how many times does 3 go into 1? Well, friends, 0. So I'm going to go ahead and put that number on top. I'm going to add my decimal right away because I don't want to forget. And I'm also going to clean my line up here just because I really like when my math is nice and neat. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that 10th. 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, well, I see I'm not done. I have a remainder. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 100th. All right, bring it down. Okay, how many times does 3 go into 10? 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, I see you. I'm still not done. So I'll try it one more time and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to add my 1,000th now. Bring that all the way down. So how many times does 3 go into 10? 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, I see a pattern. Because if I keep going like this, I'm just going to keep adding on to my parts, and I'm going to keep ending up with 1 as remainder. So I can safely say that 1/3 is 0.3333, and it's just going to keep going. It's going to repeat. And when we have a repeating decimal, we always put that line over the number or numbers that repeat. So in this case, it's just that single digit 3. So I can put my line right over that 3, or I can also write it as 0.3 repeating. This 0.3 or 3/10 repeating would be the equivalent of 1/3. And my friends, that is a simple way of converting a fraction into a decimal. Don't forget, how do we do it? We divide. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and happy converting.